I just want to kind of reiterate, actually,
We're live.
what Justin just said.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
My
With
cat.
Justin Park.
Episode 5, everybody. Welcome.
This is definitely episode 5.
Yeah.
Nice.
And we have a special guest,
Thanks for having me, guys.
Mr. Justin Park.
I feel very welcome.
Thank you for coming.
Of course, Lanny. It's a pleasure to be here, for real.
So, you had an interesting day.
I did.
Are you allowed to talk about what happened today?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
they actually talked about it. No, I can't.
You can't.
Okay.
Well, I can't say like, oh, I'm on it.
Right.
So,
But
right.
you obviously
I can talk about it.
got it.
Like, I just can't say the name. So
Of
I'll
the-
just say for the viewers, I'm going out for this show currently. And,
Gotcha.
You know, we got a secured a position on there, so I'm very happy about that.
A very big show, I should
Very
say.
big show.
Yes,
It's been around
yes.
for quite a while.
Yes,
Yeah.
if we say the name, you'd absolutely know what it is.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
Even if you're not from America, you would know what it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Well,
fun.
I would say the same of your day tomorrow, potentially.
An audition, sure.
Oh, you got one tomorrow?
Yes, I do.
Oh, that's
I didn't
crazy.
know.
It's funny because
I
he
just
works
got
with
it.
me on auditions for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I help do a little coaching for Justin when he has
Yes,
auditions.
sir.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, actually, the last
How
one.
the fuck does he coach you? He's
What do you
horrible.
mean?
What are you talking
What are you talking about,
Oh
yo?
my god, how
You're talking to baby
You-
driver here, yo. Fucking,
I'm
for
talking
real.
about the patience.
Oh,
or the
no,
lack
he
thereof.
has patience. He has patience.
No, it's just me then.
No,
It's just me.
no, it was a physical thing that we were trying to teach. Or I was trying to teach you. I was trying to teach Kay boxing, and it looked like
It's
she was
different.
being tortured.
It's
And
different.
I
was
asked
having
her,
fun. I was concentrating.
and she literally said she was having fun, but it looked like I was torturing her.
Oh.
No. Just give it a few months, Justin. And then you can see,
I'll see the fire.
you can
burning.
see raging
Oh,
Lanny.
no, he's
You'll
seen-
meet angry.
He's seen a couple of times, just not through work, but just
Just
through.
teaser.
Yeah. No, but the last audition that he had was for a voiceover, actually.
Yes, sir.
And it was actually a really cool character. He was kind of like a surfer dude, dumb, but kind of a poet / philosopher.
Yeah,
I
kind of
feel like
guy.
I dated thousands of guys like that in my adolescence.
Oh, jeez.
I feel like that defines why never again.
Yeah.
If you leave me, I'm done.
Wise surfer guy.
But yeah,
Yeah, that's what it is.
it is what it
We
is.
did some boxing this morning, and I'm very happy for that.
Was that this morning or yesterday?
That's today.
That was yesterday.
That was
bro.
yesterday, bro.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, my bad. That was yesterday.
No, it was yesterday.
busy.
See, when you're busy, the days
Too
kind of
busy.
just mesh.
Yeah.
This happens
Too
to me
busy.
all the time.
I
That's
understand.
that's why shit like that happens. You know what I'm saying? Lanny knows what I'm talking about.
sure,
right now.
for sure. Me
He
and my
knows what
damn
I'm talking
temper.
about. No,
Yeah.
bro, it's me. It's hard to keep track of the days these days. Things you do.
No, because one day he was working on an album and he went to bed really late. You know, because he's a
So
fucking
late,
hard
so
worker.
late.
Okay, and he's just grinding it. And then, look, it happens, right? You're late for some things, but it just so happens I'm going through a certain thing right now in my life, and my fuse is very, very short. And we had a little moment.
I felt
Right.
the fire of Lanny.
Yeah.
No, but it's great because the times like that teach you to become, somebody who's very aware of, of yourself and the people around you. Because like if you truly care about people and their time, and like it sucks because if somebody like, it's like, yo, we fucking agreed to this thing, man, and you're not even in the right mind space to
Sure.
remember that. Like,
Yeah.
damn, that sucks. So like I have a lot of empathy for that, bro, because like I would hate to be the receiving end of that.
Sorry, Justin. Can you put the
Closer?
mic closer? Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
could
would-
just extend it out. Yeah.
I would hate to be on the receiving end of that. So yeah, I totally get you. You teach me a lot, Lan. Like stuff like that is very important to me.
Bro, I mean,
Especially being an artist, I think it keeps me on my toes all the time. Especially with like big people who I, encounter, and
Yeah.
they get that kind of energy from me. A very
For sure.
responsible person and somebody who truly, genuinely cares about this time
right.
with them. I think that it teaches me a lot.
Well, I'm just super glad that, I know I have a certain way of kind of expressing myself, and there's a lot of times where after the fact I feel, I come out of it, I'm like, fuck. But I'm so happy and so glad that you say these things of
Hell
like
yeah.
you learn something, and that's
Yeah,
huge.
yeah.
For me, that's
Yeah.
huge.
I think that's why you have big brothers and mentors too. I see you as a big mentor in my life right now, especially for
man.
the boxing
Oh,
and
that's awesome.
acting,
Thanks,
because
man.
that's like, I want to be a triple threat. So like me getting into acting and all that stuff is like, a very sensitive thing, and I want to do it the right way. And I
Yeah.
think it's so funny that me growing up watching you, like I like
That's great.
don't feel like old, or don't tell me that you feel old or whatever. But I
do,
grew
I
up
do.
watching you like in some weird, crazy way, like middle
That's
school through like
weird.
college. Yeah. Even up till Baby Driver, and I was like, holy crap, I can't believe I know the guy in this movie. Like,
know-
one of my favorite movies. Yeah.
That's
That's really crazy.
weird.
Like, put that into perspective, bro. And I get to work with you, and
You know, when I first met you, like, do you remember? I think, oh God,
The
it
first
was a
time?
while- Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the first time. I was walking by, and I saw Peter on the corner of my eye,
I think so, yeah.
and I saw you were sitting next to him, and I said hi to Peter because I hadn't seen him for a really long time,
Mm-hmm.
and I said, "Yo, what up?" And you just came up, and I was like, "Oh, Justin," because I see you on my feed all the time. I was like, "Yo, Justin," and you're like, "Lanny?" I was like, "Yeah." And the way you approached me, you treated me like a fucking celebrity.
Yeah, facts.
And this was years ago, right?
Facts.
This was before Baby, honestly.
Yeah, 100%. Years before Baby, like maybe 4 years earlier.
Wait, what was the thing that you first saw Lanny in? Was it KTown Cowboys?
The first thing, yeah, it was that.
So I work with a bunch of Korean guys,
Uh-huh.
and they all lost their fucking shit when they found out that, like, I'm pretty sure I still only have the job because Lanny was in K-Town Cowboys.
Yeah.
I want to hear what was the influence of that show like on you as an adolescent?
Well, I was in middle school when that came out, and
Yep, I feel old.
It's okay, babe. I'm
Like,
gonna
no,
be
I'm
young and
kidding.
hot
nah,
forever.
maybe
Yeah.
like 8th grade, so like the end of middle school, you know. So
Yeah,
I'm a little
yeah, yeah.
older.
For sure,
Getting
for
into
sure.
high school, and that I don't know why that was so important for me, but it made me feel very cool watching it.
That's
And
awesome.
I think the reason being is like, for all the wrong reasons, because like, I thought that you guys being like cool people going out drinking and doing all these sorts of mischievous things, like I thought that was really cool at that time. So I was like, damn, like I want to be just like them in high school, or I want to be just like them in high school. There's, that's kind of what I thought at that time. So Lanny being in a production like that, or in a piece of, what do you even call it? Like a series, like a
Yeah,
series at the time,
yeah.
like a
Oh,
YouTube
yeah, yeah.
series.
yeah,
Yeah,
Being a part of a
definitely.
series like that, with Korean people or Asian people, like that was really cool for me. So seeing him in that is like, Lanny's the ultimate badass in some crazy way.
That's so funny. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's
I
100%.
feel like that
I'm
should
not
be
even
the
lying.
subtitle. Like the main title should be definitely episode 5. What is it? Lanny is a badass.
Badass.
Oh, no.
Yo, Danny's laughing so hard right now.
No. You're a badass.
No, I don't-
Definitely,
All right,
definitely.
Yeah.
calm down.
And mind you, like at that time, there weren't that many Asian, anything. So
I was
this
gonna
was
say.
really big. Like I can tell you, like all the kids my age know fucking what KTown Cowboy is.
That's
For sure, for sure.
How old are you now, Justin?
Me, right? I'm 24 right now.
24.
Yeah.
Wait, were you
Wow.
raised in Los Angeles?
Yeah, born and raised in LA. So that made it even cooler, because like they went to places that I knew, and
Yeah.
after 12, like shit changes up. You know what I'm saying? It's not a karaoke
yeah.
anymore. It's something else. Like, I didn't know that in middle school, but like
Right.
so like that kind of like gave you the little scoop about it. And I was like, I was in middle school, and then I kind of felt like, oh, I know what the older guys are doing, and that was really cool for me.
So would you say like middle school? So you saw us in middle school, but when did you start kind of, I guess, becoming into your own as an artist?
Probably high school, I'd say.
Really?
Yeah, and
Wow.
towards the end of my high school.
So, I mean, would you say that's a late bloomer, or is that normal?
Nah,
or?
that's definitely late. I think what it was is that I didn't truly believe in. I didn't myself believe that, I can become an artist. Like that was literally just a dream. But then like in high school, I think being around different friends, I had a very solid friend group, and we all had really wild dreams. And the crazy thing is, all 8 of us are. Yeah, well, the group, we called it UB, United Brothers. And like, to this day, it's so simple, United Brothers.
That's
Like,
awesome.
Hey, man,
Yeah.
there's strength in that simplicity.
Yeah.
No, 100%.
Yeah, so us United Brothers, like, I'm very happy to say that all of us, like, sort of achieved those dreams, like, to a certain degree. Like, I am a singer,
Yes.
and that was my goal. So I've achieved my dream. I eat off of my, my singing,
Your
so that's
voice.
my career.
Yeah.
And each of these guys, like, man, like they're freaking millionaires right now, for real, like no lie.
No, because
So,
we had a great conversation after one of our
Yeah.
boxing sessions,
Mhm.
and I didn't know this about Justin, and I'm so glad we had that conversation because one, it opened my eyes to why you are the way you are. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
yes.
And I mean that in the most respectable way. But tell the audience about how you kind of grew up in LA, because it's not the typical Korean American story.
Right. Yeah. I mean, where it starts is here in KTown. Well, we're in Santa Monica right now, but I always assume like where I'm at is KTown for some weird
That's
reason.
K-Town blood,
Like,
man.
I always think KTown.
Yeah.
Like every time I go somewhere and I come back
Yeah.
to like KTown, I'm like, oh, I'm at home finally.
Yeah.
Like everywhere else doesn't feel exactly right. Like of course we'll be cool there, like wherever the fuck it is. But like
Sure.
when we come back to KTown, I definitely do. I'm like, oh, I'm safe.
You know what's
You know, like I'm okay.
Yeah, would you say like because we've been ripping on LA,
Uh.
but I will say K-Town is one of those places where
Yeah.
the driving drives me insane,
Insane,
and,
me
and
too.
some of the Koreans drive me fucking up the wall.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I'm the
The-
worst guy in traffic. In traffic. Yeah.
oh, dude,
Yeah.
we should tell stories.
And I remember one story,
Yeah.
dude. I've been thinking. We're not gonna talk about, it, but
Yeah.
I just kept thinking about that story that you told me about.
Oh, dude. Well, yeah.
Literally 3 days straight. I just
I-
kept thinking,
stay out of jail.
like I'm like imagining what would have happened when you did that. Yeah.
God, I lost my train of thought again.
Yeah.
You
What are
were
you talking
talking
about?
about the pros of K-Town, and actually,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I
yeah,
will
yeah.
say you rip on LA, but I've never heard you talk shit about K-Town. This is when like people will go back and find it and post in the comments exactly where I can find you ripping on K-Town. on a previous episode.
There was a phase definitely where I kind of stayed away from K-Town because there was a phase where I was just being a psycho. And yeah, I ripped on it because there was a lot of history there, right?
Facts,
A lot of
100%.
like
Things
There's-
that would make you hate it.
yeah,
technically.
it's a love-hate relationship with
100%.
K-Town, absolutely.
Mhm.
But I think being older now and a bit wiser, no, it's not true.
Mhm.
It's familiarity and it's nostalgia now
Mm.
because it is where I grew up, where we grew up,
Mhm.
and you know what it is? It's the smell, it's the food,
Mhm.
100%.
Mhm.
It's going to the places where they treat you like family.
Facts.
It's the places you love to eat in Korea and in Koreatown.
Mm.
The culture is, if you're Korean, and I guess if you're not Korean, you can call the server auntie.
Mm.
You call them auntie, and there's this kind of inviting feeling of that along with the food, and so you can't really get that anywhere else in the country.
Mm.
You really can't get that in K-Town in New York.
It's very different.
It's very, very different.
This is like the most genuine to Korea kind of vibe.
Yeah,
Even the aesthetics,
For
just
sure.
how it's set up.
yeah, and because you don't need to speak English. You can get by your entire lifetime, basically.
In K-Town.
In
Yeah.
K-Town,
Mhm.
speaking only Korean.
That's amazing.
That's
No.
insane.
That's
Because of
really
COVID,
lovely.
it's more like Korea without the outdoor.
Oh,
yeah.
it's
yeah.
awesome.
It does look
Mhm.
like that.
Wait, so what was your non-standard upbringing? We didn't get to that. And I'm
Oh, yeah,
curious.
Okay, so basically, I was saying, so I was born in K-Town, and then due to, I actually kind of want to talk about this. So like my oldest cousin was a gangbanger, or he was like a gangster in the 90s, and he's 12 years older than I am, so he's like way older than me. So when he was in high school, I was like just born, or like I was a fucking kid, and then I remember like just times when I'd be up in the middle of the night, maybe like 3-4 a.m. for some weird reason, and I'm like 6 years old, and I'd see him like come after like having gone through like an accident, like while drinking and driving or whatever, like something like that. That was like the reality. Like I'd seen him do that like 5 to 6 times, and then one night this was like later when we moved to South Pasadena to avoid a lot of things, like he comes back with my aunt's car, like a new SUV, like a nice like big SUV, and it was shot up all, like everywhere. Like I'm not even kidding you, like the glass was gone, tires messed up, literally holes everywhere in every part of the metal panels, like.
Yeah.
And I was like 8 or 9 when I saw this, so I was like, I don't even know what I thought at that time. Like I just remember seeing it, and I remember that vivid picture very, very like vividly. And I think the reason why I tell this is because my cousin's existence to me is very strong. Like my upbringing, my taste in music, my like who I am, like kind of comes from my cousin. some weird
wow.
way. Because because he was this banger figure, I thought that he was strong, and I wanted to dress like him, like his Jordans, like the oversized white t-shirt, all that, like the hair, I wanted to be that so bad. So I think my wanting to become an artist or sense of fashion, all that stuff kind of comes from my cousin as well. Because being 12 years younger than somebody and having them be very with the trends at that time, and me seeing that at a very young age, I think really inspired me and had a lot to do with me wanting to love fashion and me dressing the way that I do, and wanting to be extra, quote unquote. Because everywhere I go, I don't know why, I think it's part of my insecurity as a kid, but I want to look the best in the room, or and that may even be a sort of see, I'm figuring things out myself, but it can be a sort of fakeness, or it cannot be, because sometimes I feel I just feel so comfortable knowing that I look great.
Right.
who doesn't agree with that?
Right.
Yeah.
If you look like you're in a Gucci suit or something, why would you not feel like you're the shit?
There's a total power to it. I used to
Yeah.
love taking the designers pieces, a one of a kind, from a photo shoot, and just going on a night out. Because when you walk into a nightclub and you're it's hot little thing.
Yes, absolutely.
And you've got
that it's
there's a gravitas, there's a change. I just remember being able to get away with everything when I was I peaked early though. I was 18. I don't Danny hooked me up with basically this. I don't really do fashion anymore. I don't have the hours in the day. It's too hot. I don't wear anything really.
Your fashion
most of the
peak was
time.
at 18? Is what you saying?
I was just I hit 18, 19, and then I think I went to university, and I was just suddenly oh shit, there are not enough hours in the day. Something's got to go. And so that's when I think I leaned into the everything secondhand bohemian. I don't want to fucking think about it, but I miss it. I've come to as a result of living in Los Angeles.
I think you could do
miss
both
it.
though.
But
vintage shopping is technically
it's overpriced secondhand shit. Fuck that. Sorry, that's my.
You gotta go to the right places.
No. I have a lot of strong feelings about vintage shopping.
For sure. Yeah, it's tough.
But wait, so
fucked up.
your cousin is a gangbanger, and
Not
you
anymore,
took
long
from
time
that
ago,
fashion.
Yeah, 100%.
That's really fucking
or the love of hip hop rather. Hip hop and
that's
R&B
dope.
music. It was so deep for me, because it was not only did not only did I feel I suffered the people in the songs, because they're talking about, oh, I have to do this and this and this because I come from a broken family. Oh, damn, that's me. And at a young age, 5-6 years old, I had to see my parents fight ridiculously, and that was a big trauma for me. And financially, we were bankrupt, and I remember hearing that word even before I knew what that meant. As at 5-6 years old, I heard my mom saying, oh, we're bankrupt, she's trying to explain that to me, and I'm what does that mean? I'm a concept of money, I didn't even get that till I was 20, you know what I'm saying, for real. But yeah, so this having the songs as a sort of guidance for me was so strong, and I remember that till today, because I remember the reason why I ripped off music from LimeWire, anything like that. I remember I'd spend hours doing that. And and this is just from a perspective where I'm reflecting on that, because I didn't even think about that at that time. But when I look back, I remember sitting in front of the computer for hours, going through, oh, is this a virus? No, this is the real song. This is the song. But then, it was such a big pride for me knowing that these are my songs. I like these songs, and this is my playlist, and it's strong. I think that's what really led to me loving music.
Oh wow.
It's a curator.
It's
It's weird.
Technology.
Yeah. And then
inspired you.
I remember telling you, remember my first ever CD was the Eminem Curtain Call CD.
Yeah.
I bought that with my own money.
And you replayed it over and over and over again, just dissecting it.
Yeah, every lyric, because that eventually led me into writing songs.
Yeah.
Because at that time, computers existed. We had internet, YouTube, and all that stuff, but I didn't have a computer. Because my mom always made it a point for me to buy my own things,
Right.
work hard for the things that I have. Because she couldn't afford it for real at that time. So
no, for
she
sure.
was
That's
she was
respect.
teaching me a lesson, and she really didn't have the money for that shit. So
It worked out. It worked out
It
perfectly.
worked out. Yeah. So that's really cool.
But I think you hit something on the head where most kind of entertainers, I should say, not even artists, because I think artists understand the idea that to be good at something, to be really a master at something, it takes time, not dabbling in certain, like a lot of these things, but like you said, one CD. And with this one CD, like it's the idea of, and I learned this from an acting teacher a long time ago. It's like to find oil, right? To find gold or whatever. You're not going to dig 100 feet here, 100 feet here, right? You got to go in one place. You got to dig, and just keep fucking digging and keep fucking digging.
100%.
And to the point where it's like there's nothing there, but you keep fucking digging.
You just got to know.
Yeah, and then boom, right? And that, I think when you talked about buying that first CD, an Eminem CD of all things.
Yeah.
I can only you know what I mean? But like that was your professor. That one CD was your teacher, and I can only imagine what that did to your foundation as a singer and as an artist. You know?
It just, I don't know, it just meant so much to me. Like that was like my Bible at the time. And then the second CD ended up being like a hip hop, like, you know, all songs hip hop that are like, you know, top charts, like top 10, top 20. It's like a front and back CD. So if you flip it, it plays the other shit. Actually, no, it wasn't like
my first.
No, it's two CDs.
That's funny. My first CD was a Mortal Kombat CD. The
game or
Liu Kang.
The game, right?
No, the soundtrack for the movie.
Oh right.
Was the first fucking CD I. Yeah, did you not hear the techno?
No, I know that well because my taekwondo instructor used to play that.
That's
taekwondo,
amazing.
Yeah.
What
We're like, yeah, we're working out. You know? Yeah, for sure.
Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
Liu Kang.
So are there any artists that inspire you now to create more music?
100%. I think it will. I've wrestled with this thought like through the years because interviewers ask me this all the time. Okay. But I think it'll forever be Michael Jackson. I don't know, something about the way he perfects what he does.
Right.
And sometimes I feel like it's unintentionally perfect, which is crazy to me because when he does some, like even yesterday I was watching some clips about Michael and it was like, it's so amazing, this guy. Because like Oprah asks him, oh, like, can you sing for us on the spot? And then, like, you know, most artists would be like, oh, no, like, not right now. Right. But he says that. He's like, oh, no, like, no, please. But he's like thinking about it, and you could see him. He's like, okay, he's about to do it. And then, like, she asked him, can you do this specific song? And he has so many songs, right? So I'm like, damn, is he really going to do this? He starts going, it's so good. It's like, and he's like doing notes while he's doing this, like, you know, like the way he does, and he's so into it, like that, like you can tell, like nothing else matters but what he's doing right there. And that's like one thing that I really, really want to capture as an artist, and I'm definitely gonna sharpen that skill. But I come to notice that with art today, there's really not that much soul in comparison to like the 90s or the 80s. You know what I'm saying? I feel like since that point till now, we've been losing a lot of soul. And like the music that we hear today, there's stuff that's coming out like from newer kids, I feel like is so like everyone will say that. I've heard so many people say, oh, the music today sucks. Like, why? Like, complain.
It's predictable, I feel like.
Yeah, but I think it's because everybody right now in the music world has this mindset of like, oh, we need hits. Everybody's thinking that. So, and I myself think the same thing every day. So like, I'm like, yo, we need to get out of this.
But you approach your music differently.
I try.
Because even the way you write music is a bit different. Because you were explaining to me that you write music like a rapper.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
And like, and you have these cadences and you have these bars, I guess.
Right. So
it's really awesome.
Crazy because I guess you kind of like linked the dots for me. I didn't really know what it was, but the first CD that I had, it was a rap album.
There you go.
So maybe that's why. Because like I told you, I used to write down everything. Yeah. So like I guess that was me trying to understand why did he write this, or like what do the words mean? Because at that time I didn't understand what everything meant. You know what I'm saying? Like, like now I do because I'm 24. Yeah. And like that's another thought. But anyways, what were we saying?
Oh God.
Oh yeah, the writing. So for sure, no, it's for sure. I
Yeah.
write like this. So basically, what I do is like I told you, like I have melodies in my head all day. Like I
Yeah.
have I'll be whistling or humming something like all the time, right? I think it's easier for me to create songs because I think my understanding of harmony is pretty solid. And then once I sort of take this like rapper writing approach to it, the melodies just fall in, and then like boom, you have the whole product.
That's, you just recently signed with him, or you're working with him with Jay Park, I believe.
No. So Ted Park is an
Ted
artist
Park.
from the East Coast
Got it.
who was formerly signed under J Park.
Got
which,
it.
You know, got him a lot of clout and whatever,
Mm.
like
Uh-huh.
from Asian fans, whatever, K-pop fans.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's doing his own independent thing. And he came to LA like 2 weeks ago or a week ago. We got to work. And
Gotcha.
this is really cool because I'm like an R&B Korean American, and he's like a hip hop Korean American vibe. But we're from total opposite coasts.
Right.
He's from the East Coast. I'm from the West Coast.
Gotcha.
So us coming together was kind of crazy as well.
And you guys did a new single together.
Yeah, we have a couple songs actually that might be coming out. We were still talking about like everything, how we're gonna figure this out. But the songs are solid, and I'm really happy.
I mean, I had the opportunity to listen to these songs, and
Oh, shit.
they're fucking awesome.
My guy.
Like, not that I know much about music.
Yeah, you do.
Wait. Were they the ones that you played to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
They were really fucking.
The
good.
same day, like
They're
I had
really
to play it for Kay.
Thank you.
Yeah, because
Thank you.
otherwise
I
I
didn't get to listen to it,
start
dude.
to struggle.
Oh, sorry, somebody.
Left Danny out, yo.
It's but it wasn't even remastered.
Mm.
Right,
Oh,
this-
this was straight out of the session too.
Yeah.
Like at
What?
5 a.m. Like
Wow.
super tired.
And they were both very different. I definitely they were both good, but one kind of, it made my head move definitely a bit more.
I think I know which one. you're
There was a
talking
beat that, yeah, there's certain beats that come out and you're just like, you just can't help
but
it. You want to
move.
start some making babies.
about. Right. Making babies.
You know what I mean?
So I was
Yeah.
actually because Justin was gonna come on today. I've been listening to your songs a lot,
Ooh.
even today
Oh shit.
during the bike ride.
No way.
Yeah,
yeah.
40
And then-
miles with Justin Park.
I know. No, I went through all your
Your ear.
albums.
Oh wow. Jeez.
On the low.
Yeah.
That's definitely my favorite. Actually, I
Whatever.
listened to that a while ago because you told me
Oh.
about him,
Oh
Uh-huh.
shit.
and you told me, oh, look him up, and then I've actually had that song. It's one of my highest played repeat songs.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Thank you, Danny.
That's
Oh, yeah.
so good.
That's actually a
Yeah.
huge compliment.
Oh
Thank
yeah,
you.
it's amazing.
Oh, that's
And then my
amazing.
friend Kenny, you know Kenny.
Yeah.
We were listening to you after the bike ride, and then he was like, "Oh, dude, this guy has a really distinct voice."
Really?
That's one thing that he's, because Kenny's huge into music too.
Yeah. Oh, he's got a great voice too. I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
He's not a musician or anything, but
He's a nurse.
He
Oh, what?
loves music,
Okay.
and he's very he critiques a lot, and he's like, "Oh, dude, this guy's a really distinct voice," and I think that, I mean, his opinion is, "Oh, this guy's gonna be huge if he,
If you
once
do
he-
everything right,
yeah, just
which is the toughest thing.
yeah."
Yeah.
So where do you see
Dude,
yourself?
thank you to
going?
him, by the way.
Oh,
Thank you
yeah.
to Kenny. Kenny,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, Kenny.
Thank you, Kenny.
Kenny. He's gonna.
I
listen to
know
this.
he's gonna watch
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Where do you see yourself? Let's say in the next 10 years. Where do you want to be?
Man, I think about this question a lot actually. Like I'll lie to you if I said I didn't think about this every day.
Mm-hmm.
Like where do I see myself? Because that's the one thing that drives me to work as hard as I can. Like, man, even yesterday I was thinking like I had a conversation with myself. I was like, "Justin, are you working as hard as you possibly could?" And my answer to myself was no. So I was like, "Oh, man, that's really disheartening because like, you know, I'm being real with myself. I'm like, "Damn, you could work harder." The reason why I told myself that, or the reason why I asked myself in the first place, because I came home at night and I was like, I feel kind of restless, and I'm like, what am I doing right now? I'm like resting. I'm like, damn, you could be practicing or writing a song right now, doing anything else that leads you to your goal. And like, man, I think those conversations with yourself are very, very important. For anybody out there who's watching, like you really have to be the one person who keeps yourself accountable. And like, I'm speaking to myself right now. I just want to do everything to make me get to that 10-year goal, which is, by the way, I didn't answer your question. In 10 years, I think I see myself, man, hopefully with I'm going to say, I think with a #1 single, maybe even 2.
Bam.
Because 10 years, that's a long time.
Yeah.
I see myself with the #1 maybe in the next 5 years if we play the
Fuck
cards
yeah.
right.
Right.
Because like I've and I'll say this to motivate the viewers, like stuff that's happened in my life shouldn't have happened, but it happened, and it's true. Like we're here, and what's to say that stuff like that won't happen more in the future? And like on the opposite spectrum, like there have been really crazy and like I wish this didn't happen type things that have happened in the past, but even those moments ended up being like things that helped me grow so much, and like moments that have showed me, oh, this is who I am now, or like this is who I am. Like you come face to face with yourself and you're like, man, you know, I am who I am, and I understand, or I can be better, kind of types of things.
I mean, that kind of work ethic is so hard to come by, especially, you know, and I hate to say this way, but like, you know, someone your age, that work ethic is fucking strong. And like, you kind of inspired me right now. I'm like, fuck, am I doing everything?
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking while you're talking,
I'm like, fuck, I'm such a loser.
What was I doing at 24?
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
Like, I only say this because like my friends work that hard, and like they make me feel like a piece of shit, or like, you know, like, damn, how
That's
do you guys work
inspiring,
so
though.
hard? Like they're exact same age as me, but they have
That's
so
crazy.
much responsibility, and they come from pretty, you know, like not broken homes necessarily, but they're not the richest families.
Yeah.
And like they've provided for themselves. Like my friend James, namely, you know, got himself from a CC to USC in like a year or two, I think. He studied that hard, and he's really smart, and he was a wrestler all through high school. He has the craziest work ethic. I learned from him a lot, and just being around guys like that, I think, you know, that saying, like, if you have 4 friends who are smokers, you're most likely going to be the 5th smoker.
Yeah.
Like I'm so blessed to have these guys, because like, you know, some people are like, I mean, it may not be a curse, but I think about this a lot. But like, let's say I didn't go to South Pasadena and I stayed in fucking KTown.
Yeah.
Went to Fairfax High, LA High or something like that. Oh my god, I don't think I'd be a singer right now. I'd be something else.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean,
because somebody else.
Yeah, I mean, the school system out here, especially like the social school system, because I only went to school out here in my elementary years, and then my middle school years I went to Ventura, and then all over. But I can only imagine like being brought up in LA proper, your entire childhood.
For sure.
What that does to your psyche.
Yeah.
And especially now with social media and all this technology. I guess social media was around when you were in it high school?
Well, middle school for us it was MySpace, and then
Yeah,
Facebook.
it was.
Yeah.
Facebook, and then Instagram came in like high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, because there's only, when's your birthday?
May 2nd, 1996.
So there's about 3 years between. Oh yeah, so I guess that would make sense, because I didn't get well, I was very late to the game with Instagram.
Instagram was very new even then.
Yeah.
Like, no one knew how to use it properly.
Yeah, I mean, well, it wasn't like the tool that it is today
Oh,
for
absolutely
marketing.
not.
Like, it wasn't just like so, I guess, ubiquitous with like the consumer mentality.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
guys, I'm twitching a lot 'cause my back is fucking killing me. If I look like a
Oh, no.
spaz,
Get on the.
I would like even sitting back. Like, I'm gonna keep moving around a lot. I don't know what I did today. I think it's just stress.
Do you?
Thank you.
I didn't even notice.
Thank you. But yeah, I don't like growing up in Los Angeles. Like the children, like my friends' kids who I spend time with out here, who are growing up in like Venice, Santa Monica. Like, I think you grow up a lot faster.
Yeah.
But I don't know, Danny, you pretty much grew up in LA proper, right?
Kinda.
Yeah.
I mean,
and you're terrible.
I was also born here in
Yeah,
KTown.
KTown.
And then I moved to, La Crescenta.
Yeah,
right next.
That's
Pasadena.
right next to like Southwest.
Yeah,
Like that's
yeah.
where I had my first girlfriend, I think.
Yeah. So I moved there when I was 10. But a lot of La Crescenta people went to KTown
Oh,
every
yeah,
single day.
100%.
Yeah, I'm sure you know.
Same with
yeah.
South Pasadena.
Yeah,
Like, there were a lot of similarities there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean they're right next door, so.
For sure. And the metro's just right there. So.
Oh wow, I
Slay.
wouldn't. You couldn't pay me to get on the metro here in LA anymore.
Oh, for real.
well,
Even back then, like at Union or like Red Line, would be freaking ghetto. Like,
Yeah, it was really ghetto.
I
yo,
mean, all of
back
LA
then
is
it was
fucking
way
ghetto
worse,
now.
honestly, though.
Yeah. Now
was
it's
that?
nice.
That's insane.
Yeah,
Now it's nice.
Really?
It's still ghetto, but it's
No.
way nicer than back then.
Like all I get
Yeah.
are these like messages on my phone, like, oh, like someone just got stabbed by a homeless person, like
Dude.
someone just got pissed on by a homeless person, someone just caught a homeless person setting fire to something.
You know what's crazy? Back then, it's probably like this. No. So back then, it was way worse. It's just like nobody knew about it because we didn't have cell phones telling you.
That's right. That's right.
I think it's
Yeah.
kind
I
of
love
like
it.
what's
Yeah.
happening in America right now. Like they say, like this whole BLM thing is a huge wound. That's like the knife hasn't even pulled out yet. Like the knife is
Yeah.
just stuck in there, and like we're working on pulling that shit out, and then comes the healing and whatever. But like I'm
Right.
saying, like
Oh, so
everything's come to light.
Oh, yeah.
the homeless. So
Oh.
on my right today, there's this trail from Norwalk to Azusa,
Mm-hmm.
and then Azusa back, and I shit you not, man. First of all, these homeless on these trails, they have 2-story tents.
What? How?
Okay, I don't know.
That's crazy.
I don't know. They
Uh-huh.
built it. It's VIP. Second,
That's crazy.
they have a giant pool.
What?
What?
Yeah.
What?
They have a giant pool.
What do you mean a pool?
You're not being
Like,
taxed for all this.
Like the tub that we went in on Joshua Tree, but like 20 times bigger.
20 times.
Like made out of aluminum, kind of,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
What?
And then there was a hose connected from like one of the warehouses, and they got water.
oh my
And they're-
continuously.
yeah. And then they went in, and then I saw that on the way when I started the trail. When I came back, the water was so dirty.
Yeah, I can't even. I was just about to say I can't even imagine what
Oh,
that pool
that's
would look like.
horrendous.
There was someone riding a go-kart on the trail. Was a homeless. He had a full-on go-kart. He was
stole it for long
sped
go
Yo,
past
I'm
us.
telling you, LA homeless people are like the most.
VIP.
What is
man.
it? Yeah,
VIP.
dude, they got
VIP.
everything,
They
bro.
can get
Yeah.
away with everything as well. Like
I did see
literally.
a lot of
Because they're
syringes.
homeless for sure.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Heroin, huh?
probably.
Yo, have you
I'm
guys ever
just-
seen this? I'm just going off what she said. Homeless people can get away with anything. You
Right.
know why? Because once they start acting crazy, like all that, the police are like, "Oh, I'm out of here."
Yep.
Oh,
They don't do
They'll
shit.
Right.
So
And-
they could have just robbed someone like of a phone and like they act like
Yeah.
the police don't want to do anything
Right.
with them.
Damn.
Yeah.
They get away with anything.
Well, the police are also like really heavily restricted by a bunch of different laws out here. So like
Right.
even if you can get them into a cell, like they're not staying there more than like 12
Oh
hours
hell no,
at the most.
hell no.
It's it's a fucking shit show.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's that's just LA though. I feel like that
It is.
defines Los Angeles.
It's been like this for so long, so you can't even. Yeah. No, because I remember my parents have worked in downtown Los Angeles for like their whole lives. So like I used to go to the warehouse and like have to deal with the 1990s downtown LA,
Damn.
which was like
Oh my God.
crazy. Like, anything can happen out there. It's a jungle for real. Crazy.
Yeah, I've had my experiences.
Yeah.
See,
talked-
K-Town people
yeah.
know.
Danny's
Yeah.
yeah, it's like the casual drop. So the first time I was stabbed, like
Oh
yeah.
no, he started a conversation the other day. He was like, "You know when you stab someone?" I was like,
See, there are certain things K-Town people know, man. Like there are certain things.
Yeah, there's some things that I went through for sure.
Yup. All of us do.
Gosh.
You get
Yeah.
checked, man.
Yeah.
See, I was lucky enough to spend my middle school years in the beautiful Ventura, and I use
Nice.
beautiful as sarcasm. But yeah, I can only imagine growing up LA proper, because I think I'd be a different person
The
for
jungle.
sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, because
Maybe you look like Baby Driver with all the ink.
you know what's
Oh,
funny?
You definitely
Right?
would,
Yo,
yeah.
people will
100%.
still ask me once in a while. They go, "So are the tattoos real?" And I look at them. I go,
Dude, are you fucking
Yes.
kidding me? Yeah. You do?
Jesus.
sometimes when like if they're annoying me and the way they ask is annoying, I'm like, yeah, they're real. and they look confused. I'm like, why are you confused? I should be confused.
Instead of how dumb you are. for
Don't you
asking
think
that
he would look
question.
good with it?
I think so.
Yeah.
It looked so
Mhm.
natural to
Yeah.
me.
It's because of my angry face, isn't it?
Dude, I don't know what it was, but you playing that character was like you played him well, and then also one of the funniest things that I've ever seen. You talking to Flea like in that car moment was like one of the funniest things. with the mask. Wait, would you say it's Michael Myers or like?
It is Michael Myers.
Yeah, this is the fun. It's just the funniest scene ever. I keep watching that scene so, like over and over.
Oh, dude, you get a kick out of this. So, like,
Uh-huh.
you know how you played for me like the raw version of your new singles that came out?
Yeah, basically.
So, when we were shooting Baby, there's a scene where we were in the car all together doing all like the car chase scene. There was a lot of time to kill, and so Flea goes, because everyone was playing their playlist, and Flea goes, "Do you guys want to hear the new album?" And we're like, "The Red Chili Peppers, right?"
Yeah, like, is he still with them? Yeah.
Right? And he goes, "Yeah." He starts playing it. And he goes,
Nice.
He goes, "It's not remastered yet. Like, there's still work to be done." And it was, for me, man, like, it was the most surreal
I bet.
motherfucking moments,
I bet.
because in front of me is Ansel, right? Like, this up-and-coming fucking superstar teen heartthrob. I guess not a teen, but... And then you have fucking Jamie Foxx. Are you...
Facts,
You know what I
dude.
mean?
That's crazy.
And then you have fucking Flea playing the new album that hasn't come out yet. Like, basically,
Yeah.
less than 100 people have heard it probably, right?
Oh, for sure.
And we're like, we were jamming to it, and I caught a glimpse of what my face looked like in the mirror, and I was a fucking goober. I couldn't stop smiling. I was like,
Yeah.
I could bob my head.
Yeah.
I was like, but it was so surreal, and I don't think I'll ever have that moment again, because because in that moment I'm a greenhorn. I'm still a greenhorn in that sense, but. That was the very first movie where, it was a massive deal for me. And to be in that same car with these folk,
For sure.
is bonkers, man.
Yeah. You know what I think is really cool, though? Like, I always imagine myself, because I'm a very new artist, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just, like, arrived on the scene kind of
Yeah.
deal. So, like, me seeing, like, because I see you as my mentor, so, like, you being in that movie first and foremost is crazy. And then also the fact that, you're also acting amongst these greats, like, these huge greats. Like, Jamie Foxx is, like, a great, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's been in some crazy movies, like Flea, like you said.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, but you still stepped up, though, to be a part of that. Because, you're there. They casted you.
Thanks.
You're there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you have value to you. And you stepped up in that sense where, like, I see it as a way of you saying, yeah, motherfuckers, I'm here to do the work with you guys, being who you are.
Yeah.
That was really cool for me. I see myself in that situation in the future. Like, if I do end up being big or whatever it is.
I feel like you're basically already there. I mean,
Not yet.
no, and 100%. I mean, there's so much more that you want to do and that you will do, but you're 24, and I don't want to be that fucking old dude being like, but for what you have accomplished already, it's a fucking, it's huge.
There's a lot to be thankful for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And
Very inspiring for sure.
yeah, it's really, really gratifying, and honestly kind of it tickles me when you call me your mentor, because I still feel like a basket case in my head, and I'm still trying to figure out my wacky ass life.
It's crazy.
But it gives me a certain perspective when someone like you, who has this work ethic, can look at me and say that shit. You have to understand, Justin. Like, you have juiced me to a T, because, look, I'll be honest with you. There's something going on right now with everybody, right? Everyone's going through a hard time.
Everyone.
But right now is just, I guess personally, it's a weird time for me, and hearing you say these things out loud. Yeah, thank you. Like, thank you so much. Yeah.
Lan, you already know, bro.
Oh, I'd kiss you.
And the crazy thing is, like, I friggin' mean it. It's like beyond the boxing and beyond the acting, because, like, I could talk about what you taught me in just acting alone.
Thanks,
and, like,
man.
how much confidence you put into me, because, like, I actually tell them, like, you're a guy who, when we practiced that first time, the first ever session that we had working on a script, you were like, man, you had this enthusiasm about me. You're like, Justin, man, you got this. Like, you seem like you already understand it, and you just have to, approach it like a different way, have a different perspective of it. And, like, one thing that you taught me that day that I'll never forget is, like, how, you know, you're like, put yourself in that situation. Like, what is going on in this story? You know, like, really read it. Like, you've given me the tools to do not only the acting better, but then the singing as well. Because, like, you told me, like, singing and acting, it's like, it's a hand-in-hand thing.
Yeah.
You know, like, I have to imagine myself being the artist in that situation, you know, trying to persuade the girl. Or, like, we're in the club, girl. Like, you know, there's a certain acting about it.
Yeah.
But then, like, you help me take it to another level in terms of my perspective of how what is acting really, because I didn't freaking get it at all, because like I'm like, oh, I have to act now, like I'm acting now, like, you know. What
was great though to see was I saw that moment where it was like a light bulb that clicked, because once I told him, like, you're really in the moment, this is a life and death kind of situation.
Yeah.
And the second I said that, there was this kind of leveling that happened. You were leveled out. And there was this calm kind of demeanor that you can only do that and make that transition of a change that quickly when you have been in dire situations as a performer. Because you have been in I think you have performed for thousands, probably 100,000 of people, right?
Now finally, yeah.
It is that, I mean, comparing that to like acting, there's no comparison in terms of like the nerves. But I will say, I think it's the exact same thing, and that's what you kind of clicked on. And as like a quote unquote teacher, right? To see that happen, man, like that, it's, the word is inspiring, because it makes me want to do more work, right? It makes me want to tell more stories. Yeah, and for you to be a singer too, I love the fact that you can, when you feel like you're down and out in any sense of the word, you can be an artist in that moment. You can sing, you can create. And I think that makes you so lucky, because you have two facets now.
Yeah.
Right? Two 100% beautiful passions that you are absolutely in love with. That I think that's your fucking golden ticket.
Facts.
That, like, the singing's already gonna happen. That's already happening, right?
Yes.
But I think because that's gonna balance out the whole acting thing, because you do want to pursue acting.
I do.
Because you do truly love it.
Yeah.
I'm fucking excited to see what happens, man.
Seriously, I don't even know.
Yeah, I'm getting pumped just listening to this shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope so.
Have you heard Lanny sing?
Hey, give me some soju.
I feel like some country shit with just Lanny's voice alone. I feel like he'd kill some country shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's like
Mile the
hot.
river.
I see it.
I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop immediately.
I kind of wanted to keep going.
We'll do
That
a
was a
karaoke
nice first
one
line.
for sure.
That was nice.
Ding, 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 ding,
Yeah, that's alive.
Hey, Justin, what do you where's your genre, your music, like, where do you put yourself? Because I know
Dude.
it's kind of,
Turn your fucking
Yeah.
phone off,
it's
Lanny.
different, right?
It's 100%. I love that you asked this question, because like I've been thinking about this myself.
Right.
Because like when someone asks me, I'm like, what would I say? Because it is R&B, but then
There's a little bit of pop.
everything's
at the same time.
it's like crazy. Because if you listen to every song,
Right.
like there's different. They're
It's-
all
it's
so
so
different.
different.
Yeah.
You're redefining the
Right.
genre. You're redefining music, dude.
You know what?
Fuck genres.
A lot of
For
people
sure.
compare Justin to Chris Brown, right?
Like voice tone.
Voice tone.
I was
But
about
I
to
will
make a
say, I kind
really
of get offended a
horrible
little
joke.
bit, because one, like, it's different. I get the vibe is a bit similar, but it offends me, is my
Really?
point. Yeah, like, don't get me wrong. Chris
I'm a
Brown is a 100.
I love Chris Brown. He's
Chris
so-
Brown music fan. Chris
Yeah.
Brown as a human being.
Sure, that's,
Oh,
I feel
for
like
real?
that's
Yeah.
90% of people in fucking entertainment.
100%.
what
Everybody
I
I've
mean?
talked to Chris Brown, like, or talked to about Chris Brown, the same.
Did they get slapped?
Well, like, because
don't know.
yeah, like you don't like
Maybe.
beat the shit out of your girlfriend.
Oh, never,
like
never.
yeah,
Never.
and then I mean, he's still got such a prolific career though.
Because that's my
He's
point.
that
Like,
Stop the
talented.
music.
But you know what I'm saying, though?
You can't stop the music.
but that's my point.
Yeah.
We live in a society where we chastise him for beating women, right? But yet we still buy his albums,
Yup.
and we
Well,
still
it's
make
like,
him
We were
popular.
talking
Yeah.
about Michael Jackson earlier. Like
He has
people
a
still
lot
go and subscribe to like the fucking Catholic Church, and it's
Yeah.
like, you know, people still want to hang out with Bill Clinton after the Epstein.
I saw that too.
We usually are a lot like this is probably the cleanest, nicest conversation we have ever had ever.
Let's go
Not
dirty.
even
hey, we can make
we
a
don't wanna
little
get you
left turn for
cancelled
sure.
before like
Let's go.
before
Let's go there.
No, but
the
yeah,
Epstein stuff is so fun. Like I think he's still alive. I really do.
Oh, 100. Yo,
Yeah.
it's crazy that you guys talking about. I've been talking to my friends about this whole week.
the Epstein.
No,
We went to
that's so
Malibu,
fun.
and all we were talking about this kind of stuff. Like, we
I
can't stop. We
mean-
can't stop. You can't.
It's a rabbit hole.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Because if you there's one thing that I think there, if you understand one thing about human beings, that we're so fallible, right?
100%.
We're so fallible.
Sinful, bro.
And because of that fact, and because we will always cheat
Yeah.
for survival,
Mm.
I think Epstein is 100% still doing the fucking shit.
I honestly couldn't agree more. Like you look throughout history, so this I probably shouldn't talk about this too much. I guess the CEO of my firm, who is a brilliant man, he's like really knowledgeable on all the different ways that like great conquerors used to like execute people. I don't know, that's just like a thing, right? That he likes to research in his spare time. So we were kind of going through a little bit of this today. And I was like, there has literally not been a time in recorded history where humans haven't been absolute fucking cuntish monsters
To each other.
to other humans
Yeah.
based on like religious purposes, like racial purposes, like what the fuck ever. Like we are just horrible. And I think like it's really sad that our generation seems to have this like glorified ideology based around like fixing everything, and I'm like, no, you just kind of have to survive, and that's that. But off my tangent, I want to know, what are your top conspiracy theories that you go to? Are you more like aliens? Are you more ghosts? Are you
We
more
talked about
politics?
Oh, yes, we did.
I
Like
feel like every conspiracy that exists, like I kind of know about, but like, you know, I'll pick and choose the ones that I feel like are real scientifically. Cause like I'd like to say like I'm a pretty learned individual, you know what I'm saying? Like I know what I'm talking about. But we were talking about Bob Lazar like last time. I think that's a crazy topic. That's a crazy topic. I think that guy for sure speaking facts. Like
Yeah.
and it's so tangible. Like aliens for sure exist. Think about how big the universe is. Like you'd be stupid to say we're the only things alive right now, or only existing. You know.
Did you guys see the clip of the UFO in New Jersey recently? I think it was like a couple weeks ago.
the one that they said was the blimp.
Yeah, they called it the Goodyear blimp.
No way, bro.
It looked like literally the the saucers they put at the museum next to the
Like at Fry's?
tennis courts in New York in Flushing. Sorry, that was the worst fucking explanation. Oh no, it was in the movie. Fuck, I sound like Danny. Sorry. No, it was in Men in Black. You know those two. They go to this at the end of the movie. They go to this
On top of the thing.
Yeah, on top of the thing.
Oh,
There's a spike saucer.
yeah.
It literally
Looks
looked
like that.
exactly like that motherfucking thing.
Facts.
And it was from multiple angles, right? And if you think about this year, I think it was this year that where the Pentagon came out saying that, yes, we have footage which they released to the public, and they said we do not know what this is, right? Like we all know, they know what the fuck it is in terms of like,
exactly.
But what's scary is this is the first year where Space Force came out, right? They created a force in space. You put all these things together. This has never been curated this much before in terms of aliens in this world or this country, or in this country, I should say. It's never been talked about this much in media, let alone the fucking military.
Dude, did you watch the movie Ad Astra?
We
Fucking-
just did.
Yeah.
Yo, that blew my mind.
That's what I'm saying, though. It's like,
It's so realistic. Like,
what
it
are
could
they
be
buttering
real.
us? Like, I feel like we're being buttered.
Dude, I think for real, they're gonna try to take this shit to space. Like, why not?
Yeah.
The Earth is dying. It's
Yeah.
a fact. Like, the Amazon's just burned down. The fucking glaciers are melting. Global warming's real. Like, come on. Like,
Yeah.
everyone knows this. But like, the next plausible thing is if we can't, make the Earth better, like we're gonna have to take it somewhere else.
Yeah. I mean,
And-
Musk, right? He's still gangbusters on going to Mars and becoming. I don't know why I'm putting on a southern
There's
accent.
like a new thing.
Gangbusters.
Gangbusters.
Jesus.
We're gonna go to Mars. It's gonna be great. Well, we're gonna have to move to Texas to do that anyway, to be with Elon Musk to do it. So accent's perfect.
Yeah.
But apparently, yeah, like I don't know if this is just like I just read the headline, and so I don't want to like say this and sound like an idiot. I literally just read the headline, but I'm pretty sure they found water on Mars, or like evidence, like really significant evidence. Well,
maybe
I didn't read the whole story, so. But yeah, I think that's like the natural kind of like progression of this. Like it's everything's happened too fast since the 40s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
See,
Roswell crash.
now you bring me to the point of Buzz Aldrin.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Buzz Aldrin he publicly comes out saying that the moon landing was fake.
There's a monolith on Mars.
Like he like that
I don't know about
blows
that.
my fuck. Why would Buzz Aldrin? Granted, he's a character, right? But he was supposed to be on that fucking mission with Louis Armstrong.
Right.
But he wasn't. Wait.
Neil Armstrong.
Oh my god, I'm a freaking. No one corrected me, you ding dong.
It
I
took
didn't
me
even
a
know.
second. I was like,
No, that's
wait.
the
Yeah,
musician,
Louis,
the
yeah.
trumpist. I was like, yikes.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
sorry,
Louis
Neil
Armstrong.
Armstrong. Yes, I'm an American.
No, that just speaks volumes to the American education system.
No, 100%. 100%. I honestly knew that. I swear. One step for man, and man is steps for mankind.
What?
It's a bad joke.
Oh, okay.
It's a bad joke. But like for someone who was supposed to be on that, like the fucking mission, right?
Expedition.
Man. For
That's
humanity,
right, facts.
and he's saying that it was fake.
Maybe
Is
she's
it-
pissed off.
I need to see this.
Is
I
this-
need to. I want to look that up.
I mean,
That's
is it for
fucking
publicity?
crazy.
Or am I just like I don't
Maybe he was
I
just
don't get
pissed.
it.
You said he didn't go, right?
no well he's saying it was all staged.
Oh.
I need to look this up. Really? I can't. I've got my phone on me.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, there was this
I can understand why it was buried as a story.
unless I'm completely like what I read was like fake news,
I mean,
which could probably be absolutely true.
One of those Facebook pages or something.
But yeah, if anyone out there, like if I just told that story for no reason because it's bullshit, I apologize.
It's still cool to talk about it. Yeah.
I mean,
You know what I mean? But the idea of it being fake, it's absolutely it's doable. Like
Can be.
it's so doable, right?
Yeah.
But it just makes me question because with everything that's going on and with how the news is portraying everything and twisting or spinning things, as they say, you start to question everything about history.
100%.
oh, I don't believe
know?
a fucking thing anymore.
Like, it's so hard to believe. I mean, I think about the textbooks that we were given, like even geography.
Yeah.
I don't even
I got a degree in
I
that.
didn't study.
But like there was a documentary where they were saying the early textbooks, even probably during our times, they made the United States or like North America bigger than other
Yeah.
places. Like
They still do that now. Like, if you actually look, like, have you guys seen the legitimate map of Earth?
Dude, it's huge. Like, what's
Like,
it called? Russia is huge.
Russia
Africa's
is
huge.
huge. Africa is
Holy
huge and
crap.
really skinny. And, like, Europe is basically non-existent. America is basically non-existent. It's
Facts.
fucking crazy. And, like, literally, it's just done to kind of, like, it's supposed to be to show
Damn,
and
I
to
didn't even
account
know
for
that.
lines of latitude.
Mm.
It's so you can draw lines of latitude out. But it also, like, people say it's racist. Everything's fucking racist in this day and age.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like medical textbooks, I was having a conversation with my mum this morning. Shout out to my mum who refused to listen to my podcast because she was like, "Oh, I didn't want to get upset." And then I was like, "You have to fucking listen. You're my mother." She was like, "Oh, fine." And I told her to share with all of her friends too. But we were chatting, and she was like, "Well, you know, like, Kay, it's terrible. It seems to be like COVID is really targeting like minority populations
100%.
more so than other diseases, more so than like other, I guess, like white people basically."
Uh-huh.
And she reminded me that up until like super recently, and still in some medical textbooks, it will state that black people don't feel pain as much as white people. Like, that kind of shit is
Oh my
literally
gosh.
being taught to doctors.
Wow.
Like, there are some textbooks that say like women are basically the same as men, just with like slightly different hormones. We're so
What?
physically different that like when a woman has a heart attack, it feels like indigestion. Like that's why loads of women just like casually die in their sleep. And like
What?
yeah, this is the stuff that
I
gets
did not know that
it's
either.
fucking crazy that this stuff is still taught to people. And it's like what you said about climate change, right?
Yeah.
I would say at this point I've accidentally cultivated a bit of a reputation as like a conservative talk show host in LA, which I did not mean to do, like at all. And so like loads of people keep asking me about like shit to do with climate change, and I'm like, yo, at this point I don't really fucking care if you believe in it or not. Like you're gonna die from it either way.
Fact.
And you're either gonna die
learn.
like adapting, like you're gonna die adapting to it, or like, and like food's gonna run out, you're gonna survive it because you'll have like done your research, or you're just gonna straight up like one day, like, you know, you're gonna go to the supermarket and realize that the supermarket doesn't fucking exist anymore. And also you're under like 10 feet of ice. And it's like I there's no reasoning with that kind of logic. Like, how are you supposed to move forward as a society when you don't even like teach and provide your citizens with any kind of like basic knowledge in order to do that?
That's
like,
America for you.
But no, it's everywhere. It's
Control,
everywhere. Because like I went through this in my schooling too. Like we weren't taught how to do taxes. We were just taught to give up like fucking 50% of them to the government for some fucking reason.
What's crazy is there are some people out there that will deem our conversation right now wacky. Like what we are saying is like, what do you mean they're dumbing us down? Like that's crazy, right? But I feel like that's, and I hope I'm wrong, but I feel like that's more people than not, because it's easier to kind of not change, right? If life is good, which is not for a lot of people, but the people at the top, that's why life is the way it is, because people at the top are fucking comfortable.
Yeah.
It's just, it boggles my mind to know that there are people that unwilling to change stupid, knowing that,
Yo, I got like a funny fucking thing that I heard today that I would love to run by you guys, actually. I thought it was fucking genius. I hadn't even put it together, and I'm literally writing a book on like generational theories.
Shit.
But like, so you're talking about people at the top. So let's talk about like, I hate to say it, but like Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And I'm piggybacking off a conversation that I heard on a different podcast, by the way. But yeah, so we've got obviously the debates tonight as we're recording. I'm so glad that this was scheduled in, and I didn't have to watch it. But I guess like Nancy Pelosi, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Joe Biden, and a lot of people at like the upper echelons of like politics on both sides of the spectrum. Like, it turns out that these people who are literally in control of whether we can feed ourselves or not right now, they're also so old that they don't really know what they're doing anymore. And so I guess like Nancy Pelosi has been like walking into the wrong rooms, like fucking like Ruth Bader Ginsburg apparently was like a glorified vegetable for the last like several years apparently. Like, who was the other one? There was another. Some fucking guy got up to give a like speech to introduce, oh god, I want to say it was like Hillary Clinton or something. I'm gonna have to re-listen to it. It's Chapo Trap House. This like old, I guess very well known Democrat who I haven't heard of because I'm not that ingrained in it, got up and fucking shat himself because he's so old on stage, and I'm like,
for real?
These are the people that are in control of whether we're educated or not. And then like I was thinking about it, right? My grandfather is about the same age as Nancy Pelosi, and I think about like all of his friends, and I wouldn't trust any of them to watch the fucking cats, let alone run the fucking government. They're literally too old to do the job. I'd never heard that before, and I was like,
right, I totally agree with this.
Yeah, and there's also another rumor going around talking about conspiracy theories that they're already shopping around for Kamala Harris's VP when Biden has to resign.
Oh, gee golly.
And they've already got like 5 people lined up for it.
Damn.
Politics is scary. Politics has become like just a rich upper echelon family incest.
Oh, Donald Trump Jr. is 100% going to run as well. I just saw him on ABC News, and I was just like, God,
I mean,
they're all as bad as each fucking other.
But I think you hit it on the head. It's if Trump wins again, he's gonna create a fucking presidential legacy in his family.
It's gonna literally be like a dynasty. So we don't want to get you cancelled. We can talk about anything other than politics. If
Yeah,
you want.
yeah.
I like hearing.
And the
about
thing
this.
is, like,
If you go back to aliens, if Trump
why do you say
releases
dynasty
aliens,
though? Like, how come? Like, if he gets another presidency,
because Donald Trump Jr. is very much being groomed for
Yeah.
office, and he's fucking smart enough for it as well. He
But that-
really is. Like, that's the thing. I cannot compare Hunter Biden and Donald Trump Jr.
And
Like,
that's the
Hunter Biden is
thing.
good looking, but he is fucking useless.
is he dumb?
Oh, I mean, I
Well-
don't even want to give you the list.
One of can I say it?
Yeah, because like I hang out with a lot of people who are very heavily associated with fundraising in the Democratic
So
Yeah,
one
Party.
of Biden's actually campaign managers, correct?
No, like one of his someone very closely, I guess. They're associated with the fundraising portion of the Biden campaign.
Shit.
Like
That makes a lot more sense.
Leave it as broad as that, so I don't get killed, darling.
Right.
100%. Yeah.
But this person wouldn't allow Kay and Hunter Biden to be in the same room.
Like alone together. He was like, "There's he was like, there's no way that I would ever allow you guys alone in a room together." And I was just like,
Yeah.
"Oh God, that's like, I'm sorry, like because I spent like, it's Los Angeles, so someone's gonna fucking touch you, and they don't want to touch you when you're alone in a room
Yeah.
together." And
Yeah.
like I feel like I've been through that my fair share in this town, definitely. Like most
Yeah.
people have.
Yeah.
But like to hear that so bluntly was that was a huge turning point for me politically. That's when I kind of like almost like a nail in the coffin. Actually, the nail in the coffin for me was like the fucking cannabis gaff. But like it was really devastating. I was like, oh, okay then, fuck, never mind then. I guess there isn't a party out there for me. Not that I can fucking vote.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just like, okay, well then fuck politics, like Danny says. You're so right.
Yeah, I don't talk about it.
At all.
Yeah, that's why I stay quiet the whole time.
We just interviewed
Me too, I said, yep.
Tommy Laren, and you were quiet the whole time.
Yeah.
She was lovely though. She's a really nice girl.
Cool person.
Yeah, she was really cool.
Oh, another guest.
Yeah.
I see.
Oh, on her show.
Yeah, Kay has a show on KBC radio.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you told about
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much all.
But what's fucking annoying is, so Kay's getting a lot of backlash from, fucking liberals, like stark
Do you get
liberals.
trolls? Sorry, not to cut you off, but
No.
yeah, do you get trolls?
Like what kind of trolls?
Like internet trolls?
Like shit talkers on your IG?
Sometimes, very rarely. I don't know why, but I feel like Instagram is a very positive platform.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Twitter
not.
is you get
It's
trashed on
fucking
Twitter.
I think everything besides politics. When it comes to politics, it's the most shit talking.
And
On
I mean,
Instagram?
The
Yeah.
Bachelorette, like on The Bachelor, like I was listening to a podcast with the girls from there. But yeah, sorry, babe, that's very, very sweet of you to bring it up. Yeah, I've been getting shit from people nonstop for just conducting the interview.
No, like my point was, like, they haven't even heard the interview, and they're saying it was a horrible interview.
Who said?
Oh,
The
like
people that
on
are
the
giving her
internet.
flack.
They were literally like, "Oh, it was horrible." I was like, "It hasn't even fucking aired yet."
You fucking
Yeah.
idiots.
But-
That's the thing, like,
Dude.
because it's Tommy, right?
Right.
And of course, she's hated by
Mhm.
many people. But the fact that people are already talking shit about it, it goes to show proving my point, where people, they're so focused on their own political opinions
Yeah.
that once you're in a room with someone that, they don't believe in, they
Mhm.
fucking talk shit.
About
You know?
you, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
about you. And
Yeah.
they automatically assume that you're on her side.
Such a simple-minded
know.
thing, man. It's like, bro, really? Are you like that's how you're gonna associate that?
Right.
Because like you need an interviewer or someone to get this person's
Mhm.
opinions,
Right.
and like that person or the interviewer has to be smart enough to get what you want to hear out of this person or what kind of information you want to get out of
Mhm.
them. So it's like, dude, you guys are so dumb.
It's so funny. I actually I spoke to my friend Alexa, and she texted Hassan Piker from the Young Turks to see if he would come on KABC to like counterbalance.
The spiky hair.
Sometimes I guess like he's like our age.
Oh, he's a younger guy?
Yeah, he's a younger guy.
Oh, they have more people now.
He does like he's mostly Twitch now.
Oh, I see.
And
Yeah, I
he's
wouldn't
like
know.
he's interesting. Like I watch his stream a fair amount.
Mm.
Like that's the thing, right? It's like I will happily go for a beer with Tommy. She was so nice. She was so funny. Like really genuinely lovely person to talk to. She's funny. And, you know, she's, like, vilified, hated. She's known as this, like, horrendous, like, you know, fucking Gila monster from the conservative right. And she was really fucking nice. Like, all of my stuff online is very, I would say, liberal-leaning, apart from, like, the more recent stuff. And purely as a result of, like, Gavin Newsom's fuckery of California. And yeah, then I reach out to like the so-called like all welcoming, all loving left, and like can't even get a response. And it's like, well, then I'm fucking limited, right?
Yeah.
And that hypocrisy does my head, and I completely lost my train of thought. But thank you.
No, and that goes to show a lot of the people you asked for help were liberals. A lot of them were liberals, right? And I get at this point, it's not about left or right, but when you ask someone, do you know, or a friend for help, and in a time of need, right? And this was a big deal. None of them fucking came and helped you.
Yeah, not a single.
None of them.
Have you? How? Because like I guess you've got your like 8 closest friends. You've grown up here. United Brothers.
Yeah, UB.
I can't wait for the merge.
Yeah.
I know.
You guys are gonna make so much money.
Facts. Like I can't wait till I explain what UB freaking means. They're like, really, United Brothers?
I like it. I think it's really nice.
Dude, you know what's crazy? I was actually watching this. There's this thing called Hood Politics on YouTube. Basically, this guy just talks about like gang shit in the hood. I guess basically.
That's what
And
we all
then
need.
There was this gang named Bro Gang, in our, where was it? Like in Florida, called Bro Gang. I just thought that was the funniest name. Like y'all couldn't get more original than that. Like Bro Gang. Like imagine having to scream that at someone. Man, Bro Gang gonna kill you. Bro Gang. Like what do you? Is that like a high school clique or something?
You give
Like,
them a hug. You give them a hug.
I hope
and
they
say
don't
it's gonna
take me
be
out for
okay.
saying this, but yo, just like Bro Gang.
That's a real thing?
It's a real thing.
Oh, am I gonna
Hey,
get killed now?
Don't take me out, bro, man.
Oh,
Just
shit.
Bro Gang.
No,
No, they're
just
just gonna jump you in.
you love everyone is my
It's okay.
point.
That's why you got the guns.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
we've also like we try to get along with everyone.
Everybody,
here. I'm
yeah,
sure. Like we'll
absolutely.
like if
That's
there's a
me.
member of Bro Gang who wants to come on the show, we'll
Yeah,
like
peace
phone
and
you in.
love.
if you want to be
100%.
from Florida.
100%.
Shit.
Bro gang.
Shit.
Now it sounds better.
Yeah.
Now
Bro
it sounds wonderful.
No, when you
Bro
say when your voice,
Gang.
Bro
It
Gang.
sounds-
That's how it sounds good.
ridiculous.
It sounds
man.
like a show.
Bro gang. Brought to you by Nickelodeon.
Like, Bro Gang. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
We need to write this out for right now. Get the
No,
Bible
no.
together.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
But Bro gang was a real life gang that
That's a
exists
real gang.
now.
Okay, so I'll tell you the little story. So basically, this guy was arrested for having a missile, like
Oh,
a
shit.
tiny, like I don't know. They
Yo.
didn't specify, but it said he had a missile.
Okay.
A kid, like a 19-year-old kid in Bro Gang had a freaking missile launcher. Like that's what they
Yo.
said.
Careful.
So like the guy who did get the information and was sharing it on YouTube was like, so did this guy have like access to paramilitary, like, you know, like did they
Oh,
steal a freaking rocket
shit.
launcher or something like that? I don't know. It's Florida, man. Florida's like wild.
I
I
mean,
feel like all of the more time I spend in America, the more I'm just like, holy
This
shit!
place is
You can tell this
wild.
place is only 250 years old. like,
Facts.
oh my
We're wild.
god! Like,
there's
Wild.
because
crazy.
there's nothing to kind of go by.
There's not even
know,
like
there's
a
no
quote American
template.
culture.
Right. We have
It's like everything.
what? How would you define American
McDonald's.
culture? Right?
Yeah,
Kool-Aid.
every American loves McDonald's. I love
Like,
McDonald's.
No. Orange Bang. That's American culture.
I do know what that is, but that's like so
You know the Orange
outdated
Bang?
though.
Orange Bang.
What's the equivalent to that now?
There?
There's nothing.
Oh, it's
White Claw.
It's probably all.
Oh, everyone loves White Claw. Every college student I've ever freaking met.
Yeah.
White Claw? You want a White Claw? For real. For real.
They're so easy to drink. White
So
Claw, please
easy.
sponsor us. I drink so much of you when we travel because
I
it's
think
just
everyone
like.
does.
Well, it's just like it's so easy. It's so refreshing. We
Yeah.
always go somewhere that's like really hot. Like
yeah, it's like
Just
not too
sponsor
sweet.
Kay. That's it.
just that's fine. I'll take all your money.
But White Claw came out of nowhere and it just
Yeah.
right.
Change the fucking alcohol.
Now
game.
everyone's making seltzers.
I miss fucking Jaeger bombs.
Ew, no.
Oh no.
I
Hell
do.
no. They taste like medicine to me.
It's
Yeah.
like that Welsh culture, huh?
Yeah, you guys are gonna be forced to do so
Fucking
many
disgusting.
Jaeger bombs when we go to Wales.
But I will
Fuck.
say that when you drink in a different country, it's just different.
It's
like
better.
yeah,
it's way better.
Yeah.
You know, like drinking in America. I
Oh,
guess
you
I should
guys
say.
don't even know how to fucking do it. Well, you
Excuse.
Koreans do. Yeah, okay, I take that back entirely. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Wait, do you
White
guys do the,
Americans don't know how to.
Oh.
No, Koreans and
What-
Welsh are exactly the same when it comes to drinking.
What
Like
was
just
that?
straight line alcoholism.
What was that, Justin? What did
Don't you guys have like a well? So there was this one German girl who you had thing, but she was teaching me how to drink. He's like, and so she's like, "Oh, what we do is like you click the table, and you like we have to cheers to something."
We always
then it
try and
happens.
do a cheers, but in Wales it's more like, would you like booze or drugs first?
In Wales,
Yeah, Wales is
should go to
Wales is
Wales.
party central.
drugs
think.
or alcohol? What if you're like both?
To both,
Yeah.
but which
Yeah,
would you
we
like
have a
first?
left and a right hand.
Yeah, it's like blue or red pill.
It works out. Both.
Yeah, no. it's-
What happens if you take both
Blue,
pills?
blue and red pill.
Oh,
Yeah.
What happens?
You become God.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh
You
man,
can walk between the worlds.
is that? I wonder.
That
if
was the biggest regret of my life. Sorry not to cut you off, but watching the fucking Matrix before the last time we did acid fucked me
Oh,
up.
before you did acid.
Oh yeah, the acid trip in Joshua Tree, where she literally was asking me, "Is this real life?"
Yeah,
Like that,
Oh my
that
fucking
kid.
Matrix.
Who's that fucking kid who gets his tooth
Oh, the
taken
wisdom.
out? Is this real life? That was
Oh,
you,
in the
my
movie?
dear. No, there's
No.
a clip of this kid.
Oh, on YouTube.
Yeah, it went
Oh,
viral,
okay, okay.
and this kid was going bonkers because he was still on
Drugs. Or yeah.
yeah,
Laughing gas,
Anesthesia.
whatever.
anesthesia,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
and it was it was Kay on acid.
The second time,
Jeez.
the first time was great,
Yeah.
but yeah, watching the Matrix really fucked up that experience. The second time, sorry, babe.
No. I
Yeah.
had pizza. It's
Actually,
good.
that
I had pizza.
actually makes me want. I have a question for you. So, what do you do to wind down? You know,
Oh.
with after all the music, after all that, like besides
Yeah.
sleep.
Dude, man, I don't know. Just play some video games. I don't know.
that.
Just relax, and I think that's what it is. Take my
Well,
mind off of the work somehow.
Right.
Somehow,
Mm,
I think.
What's
bubble
your
baths.
go-to video game?
Baths.
Yeah,
No.
Epsom salt baths.
Epsom
man.
salt
No,
baths.
I've never done
candles.
one of those actually.
Honestly, it's worth trying.
Epsom salt?
Epsom. Oh,
I
if
did
you-
it before I came here, man.
I just don't believe it. I mean, it's
It
like
works.
it's like
It works.
Yeah.
100%.
like it makes you feel better.
Yeah.
It, yeah, it
Your
relaxes.
body?
Yeah, because the salt raises your body
Mhm.
off the
Right,
ground, so
true
you're
that.
not having all that pressure on your joints,
Right, true that.
and so you're just able to kind of relax.
Yeah,
floating, I
it helps
guess.
me.
Yeah.
I mean, I do it after every ride.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah,
got you.
hot. Do a hot Epsom salt bath, and
Bath.
then douse yourself with ice cold water, and that
Mm.
will.
That's exactly what I did
Yeah.
right
It-
before I came here.
It's
Oh.
therapy.
So
Honestly,
nice.
it's because the idea is the hot water loosens your muscles,
Yeah.
right?
Get good blood flow.
Right, keep blood flow, and then the cold water constricts it really quickly, and it's supposed to
Reduces inflammation as well.
yeah, it squeezes out the lactic acid.
So you don't as sore.
Yeah, it heals the soreness a lot quicker.
Damn.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you know when I do like 40 miles,
Yeah.
my legs are not sore
Right
now.
after.
right now. Like it was sore when I got in the car.
Oh,
It
facts.
was
You're
thumping.
dead, huh?
It was thumping.
You couldn't even walk. Like,
I was my legs are shaking.
He said he was screaming the past the last 100 pedals. He was like,
bet.
I was screaming.
Yo, you know, I used to ride a lot. I have a fixie at home. Like
Uh-huh.
we used to ride
Oh,
like
nice.
miles, right?
Mm.
But you know the cramps that you get from those kinds of rides?
Mm.
Holy crap.
Bananas.
You just want to kill yourself.
Eat a banana.
You really feel like you're eating. I mean, eating. You really feel like you're dying. Eat a banana. Dude,
No, I'm serious.
no,
Yeah.
no, it's crazy. I used to eat 3 bananas every day.
Oh, and you
So
still
I
got cramps?
Still got cramps. Yeah.
Mm.
Eat 4.
Yeah, I was just one banana away. Like,
You
just on the cusp,
bro. And then try 5.
Yeah,
You know,
one
you know
more
what I'm
banana.
saying?
That would have
Yeah.
been good.
If you're going 40 miles and you're not eating anything
That's
in between, like,
That's a lot.
I mean, you're burning a lot of calories for sure. He
Mm.
burned 5,000
5K,
calories.
That's crazy. That's a whole day's worth of food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That-
In
I'm
one
starving.
in one thing.
Sorry.
Yo, you
Wrap
need a
it up.
Chick-fil-A in you right now,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh, Chick-fil-A.
That's my favorite
Good.
food.
I've never had it. That's next on the list.
She
I'm so sorry.
just had chicken McNuggets for the first time maybe 2 months ago.
What?
Yeah.
So drugs and alcohol, but you don't have freaking chicken nuggets in
Yeah.
Wales.
No, we do. I just like it just wasn't a thing.
You just took the drugs and
like
alcohol.
Indian
over
food.
everything else.
Yeah, like I love the drugs and the alcohol, and I was Indian food over like.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
Tandoori
But
chicken.
I want to try Chick-fil-A. I actually
It's
really enjoy the
delicious.
McDonald's.
It's a good form of chicken. It really is.
I feel
really
like
is.
there's one locally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the-
there's one in K. Oh, in Santa Monica, no?
Is there?
I think there's one like right around the corner.
Yeah.
Wait, did you just say K-Town?
There's one in K-Town, yeah.
Shut the
On,
fuck
dude, I'm gonna put
up.
you on game. K-Town people don't know, but there's one on Melrose and Western now.
Ooh.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm trying to think. Melrose.
Is it Western? Yeah, Western.
Oh,
Just go.
Oh,
straight
not
down,
exactly on Melrose, like slightly before.
Okay, okay,
Go
okay.
straight
okay.
down Western.
You know about it.
I think it's there. Yeah, I
it's a
think
big
I
one.
remember.
It's a big one.
Yeah.
It's like double lanes and everything. Yeah.
Really?
How do you guys do bathroom breaks on the show?
Oh, it's
I'll just go for it.
Yeah,
Okay,
go,
'cause
go,
I've been
go.
holding
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Oh, go, 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 go,
You
go.
guys talk about tricks.
Same actually.
Go, go, go.
Oh wait, I have 2 toilets I can use now. You guys talk.
Go. What should we talk about, Danny?
Oh, my legs are so.
Explain to the audience your love of bicicletas.
I just I like doing things over the top.
We started bike riding maybe what, like 3 weeks ago, or a month ago?
No, it's been like 2 months now.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. And
Yeah.
you've been going hard every time, just without the tights. You need to
Yeah.
get the tights, the neon tights.
Oh, the bib.
Yeah. Get it.
Imagine.
You and Kenny should get it together.
Hell no.
Have color coordinated days. One and have the what is it? The reflector.
I look
reflector
like a
lights.
fucking muffin, dude. That's right. You know what though?
A shiny
Today
muffin.
was so fucking hot. I rode with my shirt off
Oh, you did?
the whole time.
Did everyone? Joe, you look scary with your shirt off. You know how many people commented on your tattoos when they saw the first podcast?
They did?
Yeah. Well, they told me.
Oh,
They're like,
sorry.
no, they loved it. It's
It's just
a Yakuza style.
it's just ink. Oh, shout out to Jay Miyagi
Yo,
Tattoos,
what up, Jay?
who did every single piece on me from head to toe.
It's monster.
Yeah.
I mean, from a dragon to Jesus to goldfish. That's a goldfish, right? That's not a goldfish.
What are you on about?
No. That's a
What the fuck
No,
are you guys talking
it's a
about?
dragon.
barracuda.
Oh.
Indy.
It's a dragon. It's a dragon.
No,
Yeah.
our
This
dog
is
is growling
creature.
at Justin. Dude, calm it down, man.
Hey Justin, so my friend Kenny had a question for you.
Yes, sir, Kenny.
Do you have? Because we didn't go through the whole all your songs, but
Yeah.
do you have a song where it's like slow, minimal instruments, very acoustic, but like almost purely vocals?
Probably my cover of Honey. It's just a piano
Honey?
and my vocals.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I wish we had a piano right now.
Got
We'll
we
have to
don't.
record at your place with the baby girl.
Oh yeah, we have got a little baby Gren in the
piano.
house.
If you fancy just doing a private show for
But
us,
it's
that
out
would
of
be
tune.
really cool.
I'd
No,
love
just
that.
kidding.
Is it?
I have a
I'd love
keyboard.
that.
Oh yeah.
I have a keyboard. Yeah.
At your house?
Mm-hmm.
We could do it at mine as well.
Honey. Does it go like that?
That's actually the song. That's actually the song I'm singing for the
Oh,
Okay.
for the big
thing.
show.
I almost
I
said it. The
I don't
thing.
know
The
if I
thing.
listened to
The
it.
thing.
I don't know if I
That's the
listened. I'll
song.
have to check it out. I'll let Kenny know.
Oh.
But yeah, he was saying that
It's on YouTube.
Gotta check it
with
out.
your voice, he just imagined like you either playing a piano
Or
and
guitar.
just fucking belting out some,
Mm.
because your skill. He said that he feels like your skill is it's not shown, but he can see how
Mm.
distinct your voice is.
Right.
Yeah, and he said like if I just imagine him like doing this crazy vocal that's gonna go fucking viral. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying you have to do it. It's just like
Yeah.
what we were discussing.
No, 100%.
Ooh,
100%.
who, you should do
Kenny
like a
just predicted the future, I think.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
him shirtless. It's like that. What's
Yeah.
that?
A stool? What?
Are you
No, no.
matching
I
something right
fucking
now?
No.
knew it.
You know that music video? It's that.
I believe I can fly.
No,
R.
you.
Kelly.
Not R. Kelly. Not that urinator.
That
Oh,
urinator.
yeah, he's another fucking one.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. I feel like they all are.
Yeah,
It's
probably.
it's just him. It's you see his body.
Maxwell.
Is it Maxwell?
Or someone like him. It was Maxwell. No, it's not
Yeah,
Maxwell.
but basically, just one spotlight. You're shirtless, a little wet, on the piano.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got it.
Who's that? What's that?
It's Gal.
Indie.
Gal.
No. It's
Gallant.
No,
Is it
not
Oh.
Gallant? He's a more
No,
recent. You're talking
no.
about an older song.
yeah.
I know
Older
what
song?
you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking? Is it Maxwell?
It's like Maxwell. Someone like Maxwell.
Yeah, and the entire music video is just him shirtless,
He's just singing to the
and
camera.
he's just singing to the camera.
I can
Dude,
see. I can see Justin
supposedly-
doing that.
Supposedly he was getting
A
oral
blowjob?
the whole time. That's why the camera never goes below his waist. Yeah.
Man,
That's
I'm
what
in the
I
That's
wrong career.
very gangster.
That's very gangster, dude.
Okay,
Oh,
just look at me.
D'Angelo.
Motherfucker.
D'Angelo.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but you'd be the girl.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
That's fucking hilarious, yo.
That's
Yeah,
a good
but-
deal.
Maxwell.
That's just good music.
No,
D'Angelo.
D'Angelo.
Yeah, D'Angelo is amazing.
D'Angelo.
I
is
have
what it
no
was.
idea who that is.
Oh,
I'm
you gotta
just
listen
looking
to
him
him.
up.
Yeah.
See, like,
There's so
over-
many good songs.
Yeah.
So many good songs.
Maybe that should be your next shirtless wet. I don't know why I put
That
wet. in
Black
there.
and white.
Ooh.
Oh, but one thing's for sure. I think like in my image right now, like it's a lot different from like who I like truly am. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like
For
it's
sure.
the more Disney version.
Yeah,
That we have right now.
I feel like not that you have to have like different like multiple personalities, but you
Yeah.
definitely you need to understand like you have to leave work at home. Do you know what I mean? And I think that is something like even Mr. Kim talks about that a lot. Is it's so important to kind of leave work at home.
And Mr. Kim's my mentor.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean leave work at home?
Or like, because Justin was explaining that what you see in media, it's not completely all him, right? And it's just a shadow of him.
I think everyone.
Everyone,
honest,
right?
yeah.
But that's what people don't understand. It's like they think what you see is what you get,
Facts.
right? Oh, he's so down to earth. I fucking hate that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You meet him for 2 seconds and they say your name.
You're the nicest guy.
Yeah, but like I was saying, like you don't have to be two-faced, but yeah, you kind of have to turn it on and turn it off.
Yeah, I see it as a business mode, to be honest.
100%.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey guys, how are ya?
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's so good to see you.
I'm so happy
oh my
to be
gosh.
here. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I
do
hate
my
that
work
shit.
voice.
I hate that shit.
I do, but it's
Yeah.
like it's crazy because like if you don't, like, you're not gonna survive here.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
oftentimes I feel like
No,
it
well, I'm never
sucks.
gonna do it.
Great, dude, great. Yeah. See,
But that's
that's
what
a
you want.
battle, dude.
Like,
Yeah.
that's what I think, like, because we can't really do that either at the
Right.
moment. We'll get to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Once the funds are in, yeah.
That's why I was on the grind for the past 10 years, so I don't
Yeah.
have to be in that position anymore.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
have you don't want to suck up to
Yeah,
anybody.
yeah.
That's why I feel like it's like walking a fine line because like you have to find a way to not suck up too much,
Mhm.
but also be like
Right.
these are my boundaries, like
Right.
for sure. You
Right.
gotta respect them, kind of
Right.
deal.
Right. But the fact that you have to do that, the business mindset, the
Right.
business mode, at your age it's huge. Because like I said, I keep thinking back when I was 24. Man, I was still in the fucking warehouse just packing boxes, dude. You know.
Okay,
And I
there's
had
so
no
much
idea
more
about
context
business.
before that,
Yeah.
though. Like, yeah, you were packing boxes, but you had this whole other lifetime before you were packing
Yeah.
boxes, and so
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Still, like,
No.
I think the level of
no, dude, no, sorry, not to, yeah, sorry, keep
No,
But that,
I-
like, he's a, like, if you think about the equivalent, right? Like, yeah, you were packing boxes, But in the 6 years between, not even 6 years, in the 5 years between packing boxes and, you know, essentially retiring from their career, like, look at what you built and, like, think about what's going to happen in the next 5 years. Like, it's comparable.
No, for sure. No, I know.
In, like, a social science
my point
way.
is that it's so respectable for Justin, for me to see that from Justin,
from a young individual.
Yeah. It's amazing because you don't see people like that. I know people that are my age and older that don't have that mentality.
Yeah.
You know, I know so many people. I mean, because I've been in business for such a long time, and especially someone your age is hard to find. So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's amazing to see that you have that personality.
I appreciate that compliment.
Hugely.
What did you do before? I want to know your story as well.
I worked in fashion. I worked in fashion.
Were you in Java?
Chaba.
Downtown?
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
I did that too.
Yeah.
Like, I was in the back of my homie's parents' store.
Yeah.
Every Saturday, Friday, like, we'd go out and I'd be their salesman.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, oh my God, I gotta tell you guys about this. Like, I would sing to people, be like, yo, and I would, like, tell them, like, oh man, like, you know, like, just super, like, I'd try to be that charismatic guy and, like, yo, I'll sell it for you at this price, like, that. I felt like I was helping them, but that was cool because I felt like I learned a lot from the people I was working with, which were predominantly, like, just Mexican folks, like, straight from Mexico, like, they only spoke Spanish. That was such a cool experience because they taught me how to do things, like, efficiently.
Right.
Mexican people know how to work hard,
Mm.
not even hard, but like efficiently. Like, they'll know like, this is like a small example, but they know how to make a box from the flat box to a normal box in like 1 second, bro. There's like a science to it.
Yeah.
And like how they teach me those things, how to be more efficient, faster, better at things, I feel like accumulated to me being like that kind of person.
I'll show you guys if I.
Dude, they're
with the
insane.
tape gun.
Oh, really?
I'll show you. I used to do races with my staff. Like how fast we
Bro,
can.
we came up so similarly.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
LA story.
I make the prettiest box.
Honestly, I
got a pretty
believe him. I believe him.
Yeah. But
It's a
yeah,
skill.
I mean, Chaba.
Yeah.
I was in Chaba, but then
Crazy.
it became more than just Chaba. I learned from my mentor. He taught me business. He taught me about life, and he kind of molded me into who I am now. And so once I stepped out, I was able to. I still realize that I have the mentality now, where basically whatever he taught me, I still apply to my life every day.
100%.
And because of him, I was able to step into different types of investments, and that's how I made money.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't, nobody really knows how much you make or whatever, but like he made me a lot of money. Well, he taught me to make a lot of money.
Right. He gave you the necessary. He taught you how to fish.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that saying.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, Danny's story is, I mean, he's lived multiple lifetimes, but his stoicness is kind of, his demeanor of being kind of quiet. It comes from, it's just, there's a lot of thought, and it comes from a lot of shit that has happened to him and he has had to deal with, right? Same with you. And I feel like that's the commonality that you both have, is there's a lot of shit that you guys had to deal with from an early age, and you just had to figure it out.
Right.
And at the end of the day, right? And that's something that most kids don't have to do. I honestly didn't really have to do that. In terms of like surviving that way, like, yeah, my work was like, doing all these different activities, but really putting our hearts and souls into it. But that there wasn't that kind of dire necessity though for us. It was just this thing that we really wanted to kind of get. But for you guys, it was a survival mechanism, right?
Yeah.
And that is something that can never be taken away. In actuality, I think is what built your guys' foundation to become what you guys are.
100%.
And that work ethic is like, guys, these two guys' work ethic is, and Kay's, like, I am the odd man out right here in terms of like work ethic. These motherfuckers on a 24/7 basis are constantly trying to become better. Like in every facet. You know what I mean? And like you say, like the people that you surround yourself with, you become them. 100%. And
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I truly believe in that, and I'm so glad that you have people like that around you because.
I'm blessed, dude. I'm blessed.
Yeah, I mean, like even these guys know my circle's very small,
Tight.
very
I
very
love
small,
that. I love that.
and they've met. You guys met everybody.
Yeah.
It's like what,
Yeah.
4 or 5 people?
It's you know my best friends
Yeah,
now.
that's it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, whoever is not on the same path, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna kick them out, but
They just fall off.
yeah,
They
Yeah.
just tend to
Yeah.
fall off.
They
Yeah.
really do.
I see
Mhm.
that. Even as a younger person, like I feel like I've lived a couple lives. Like it's like
Mm.
wow, it's kind of crazy
Right.
to say I was a part of that and now I'm
Mhm.
part of this. Like it's just really insane. I feel like you guys can relate to that in a huge
Mhm.
way, which is really cool. And like one of the things that I'm thankful for about in life, because you know, to not feel like, oh man, I think a lot of like like when I watch a movie, like it's really sad when you see like this guy, oh, he's been doing this forever, 9 to 5, like it sucks for him. But then like we've lived different lives, and you know that sort of shapes us to be who we are at the end of the day. And it's like you can only be thankful for those experiences, right? Even the shitty ones. I feel like we could relate on a lot of shitty KTown stories.
yeah. We can get into it
A
later.
lot,
Yeah.
you know. It's just like crazy.
Yeah, did you both see someone get stabbed on 6 in Alexandria? Is that the commonality?
Well, I have a friend who actually
Oh shit! Got
like,
stabbed at 6 in Alexandria.
stabbed someone and went to jail and is in jail till like today.
God damn.
Yeah. So it's
So
like really
yeah,
crazy.
I'm not gonna say it on but
Yeah, that was supposed to be a joke, and then that turned quickly into reality.
It's reality.
I
Yeah,
was like,
it's
Jesus,
crazy.
Los Angeles for you,
It
jeez.
is crazy.
yeah.
Man.
Should we go get some food?
Oh yeah, I'm fucking starving.
I'm down.
I'm so
Yeah, let's
hungry.
go. Should we call it?
Yeah.
it's an hour and
Yo,
almost.
Justin, thanks for coming on, man.
Appreciate you guys.
We
We're about
had-
to get
I had
some
so much
Man,
fun.
oh, you're our first guest, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're the
first
first
guest.
guest. Can't wait to have you
Yeah.
back.
Dude. Oh,
Thank you. guys.
once you get on the show, dude, that's gonna be.
The show.
We're gonna piggyback off of you.
Yeah, 100%. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Anything
Oh
you
my
wanna plug?
god.
Oh shoot. I would say watch the show.
Yeah.
No, well, I have an album coming out very soon. Beta the City has already dropped. It's one of the singles on the album. So once the album comes out, check that out as well. But for now, check out Beta the City. The video is gonna be out this Friday for that song, the music video for Beta the City. So check that out as well.
Dope.
Thank you to Kanksa for being a part of that, and Bailey for being a part of that, and everybody who worked on that project. So thank you guys. And
What's
thank you
your
guys for having me.
IG handle?
My Instagram is Justin Park
Official.
Official.
Justin Park.
And then you
Official.
gotta send, if you like, send us the links, we'll put the in the description.
Background music.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, I would sing it, but my voice is so shot from just singing.
Oh my
Uh,
god! You know what was crazy when he was when he let me hear the music, he was singing along with it,
Oh, yeah,
and it was
Okay.
beep on every fucking note was on the yes way.
Dude, I want to hear it, man.
I can't
But,
wait.
Yeah, we won't do that to you. We won't do that to
Don't
you.
blow don't blow us up.
No. Yeah, and that was after workout too,
Yeah.
I might say.
Bro.
All right, man. Well,
Thank you
Thank
guys
you.
so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you, Justin.
Thank you to the viewers. Love you guys.
thank you guys. Bye.
Peace.